What's up guys, thanks for stopping by the channel, be you new or returning. Today we'll be going over our latest stream Monday night on Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, as it helps this channel grow. So here we have Chapter 2, Fly in a Web. With Poppy now free, the situation begins to change rapidly while you search for any way to escape the factory. So, Chapter 1 was us being a returning employee coming to explore the factory, and now we want to get the fuck out. Dope. So, to begin with, I can say that this chapter had me more invested because of the more challenging scenarios we were put through than the last chapter, instead of just being asked to look around and only have the one chase scene. This chapter started us off right where we ended in Chapter 1, but Poppy got ahead of us and left us with her empty box. After some exploring, she finally met us on the ground and decided standing in front of a giant hole was a great place to talk, and she got what she had coming. Mommy just came in and yeeted her out. And with that, we have the start to our introduction to Mommy, who ended up also stealing one of our hands and claimed that she wanted us to work for our freedom instead of Poppy just handing it to us. Mommy put us through 3 games so that we could collect the pieces of a puzzle for us to get out and board the train. Or board the train and get out. She gave us her introduction of each game, but after escaping the 3rd game she tried to rig on us, she got angry and started chasing us down. She chased us until she got stuck in a grinder and yelled, "What have you done? He'll make me a part of him." We've already heard of him as my wrong guess of my theory for the last chapter, and to be fair, Hoogie was the only big bad we were introduced to at the time, so how the fuck was I supposed to know Mr. Claw was gonna come out? Yeah. We learned that the actual Experiment 1006 is called the Prototype, and he was mentioned in the death screen in Chapter 1 where it said, "Experiment 1006, isn't he wonderful?" To which we responded, "No, because we thought it was Huggy." For one of the tapes that we found, in the background was displayed an image of a claw, one that looks really similar, if not it's the exact one that grabbed Mommy from underneath the door, or what was left of her at least. And we can already see the metal arm looks to have some living parts like bones or maybe veins. The video tells us that the prototype is so smart he was able to take apart a clock and make it a laser pointer to escape. I think he used it to like point at a camera or something, but regardless, he took apart a camera, made a laser pointer. So we know he has the things for taking things apart and repurposing them. So it makes sense that Mommy would be afraid and say that he'll make her a part of him. It also shows us that the toys aren't exactly working together, and I wonder if it adds to the theory of toys being part human, and whether or not the bloody broken toys scattered around might be related to the prototype. Huggy was last seen being sent to the Shadow Realm, but was never confirmed if he was done. We never had a body, we never had the Claw come after him, so we don't really know. If anything, there were hints in a room showing he or his body, don't know if he was dragged out, was able to climb over some pipes and get into a vent while we were exploring one of the lower floors that could possibly be under where he fell. But even with what we found, nothing is as confirmed as what we saw for Mommy, who was grinded right in front of us and then pulled under by the Claw. Or the prototype. Honestly, his name's the Claw. Come on, like, if you know where that's from, you know where that's from. But his name will be the Claw. We find out that Huggy's actual experiment number is 1170. Not sure how many they made, but the prototype was considered to be a genius. As the tape showed, Huggy remained the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience. Like we know, the prototype escaped and it caused a mess for everybody. Huggy may have been considered optimal due to his maximum obedience, which is something that the prototype obviously lacked, and he might have been smart enough to even survive the fall. Could Huggy and the prototype be opposing forces? Who else has their own agenda? I say who else because we were also introduced to Kissy Missy on our search for freedom, and for the few seconds that she was before us, the tall queen did not give off a menacing vibe. She actually helped us continue, but walked away and disappeared without a word. I can't say whether she has good or bad intentions towards us, because as we saw in the end, even Poppy didn't want us to leave. We ended the chapter derailing from the train that Poppy was supposedly going to help us escape with, but you don't know who you can trust here. We'll continue to ask questions and make points, and hopefully end up with answers so that we can once again theorize and summarize the best that we can. These are theories and summaries because we're both going over what we had, but we're also only going, or mostly only going over what we saw, you know? So there's plenty more out there. That's why this is a community. Feel free to add your theories, let me know, join us on a live stream. You can catch us there and let me know in time. I'm loving the story the more that we're introduced to challenges, because like I said in the first game, it was more of a looking around and finding out lore kind of deal than it was playing the game, I guess, really. And we only had that one chase scene. But in this one, we not only had a chase scene, we had games to play, skills to be tested, and I really enjoyed it. In the moment, it can be really frustrating trying to replay all the games over and over again until you can finally move on, but it is satisfying. I'll plan to live stream the chapters more or less as they're released, so come on by and enjoy the lore we find, and you can give me theories as we're live and as we go. Don't feel bad if you can't make a stream though, leaving comments is always welcome and I will do my best to keep up with them. If you don't have notifications turned on for YouTube, I will post when I plan to go live on my Instagram, which should be linked on the channel, but if not, feel free to look it up on Instagram as the same name as this channel. So if that works easier for you and that's something that you'd like, give it a follow, and I will be posting when I plan to go live. Right now, it's usually been Monday nights, and for consistency's sake, we will try to keep it like that. With these theory videos, sometimes there's more information in the games than I might find right off the bat, so I really have to put in time and decide what I want to deep dive into. I'm all for anyone else jumping into the conversation, but I do my best to, that's why we call it summarize our streams. All likes, comments, and subscriptions to this channel are free, and they really do help the channel grow, but just by playing the video game, you don't even have to watch the video, you know, you can just listen. You could fall asleep through the whole thing, you know, it's a stream, it's a video, it's an upload. If you enjoy the commentary, then all the better. I do my best. But just like I said, just by playing the video, you will be supporting a lot, and it is appreciated. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see each other again soon on the interwebs. Peace!